Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I've been saying on many of my videos that when you are in the middle of a war, your psychology changes, obviously. You're in the middle of a lot of stress and induced by fear, by deprivation, and by hatred and others. So when these guys are saying, well, you see, you got this war crime here, war crime there, and they say, well, the war crimes are only on one side, I'm telling you that that's impossible. It's impossible not because people are bad. Good people do crazy things under pressure, this kind of pressure, especially under war pressure. And it's not just me saying, it's just studies you can find. It's not something that's a secret. And maybe you can find yourself in your life when you are did not expect to react in a certain way under a certain circumstance. Like, for instance, well, I'm going to go there, I'm going to meet that guy, I'm going to tell him this, I'm going to do this, and that's it. I'm not going to argue, I'm not going to... And then after that, you come home and say, shh, that's not what I said I will do. And that's because things change, the passion, the whole thing. And that's an easy example. Or, I'm going to go and... I don't know, ask her out, and I'm going to do this, what? So I just go over there and say, hello, how are you? My name is blah, blah, blah. And then that's it. And when you go over there, you piss your pants or something that you have to talk with a girl or something. I'm just saying, things change in our psychology when you put right there. So I refuse to accept that only one side is committing war crimes and the other one is not. When both sides are under the same circumstances and both sides are men or women, so they're human. By definition, you can say, well, you know what, we are a little bit different, we are more civilized, or we are more sophisticated and so on. When you are under extreme situation as war, those civilization and all that kind of take the 25th place in your priorities. The first one is to survive, the second one is to and only think about this. When you are in a war, you are over there to give up the only one thing that you have, which is time, and time comes from your life. So your life, that's all you got. I mean, if you look at it, and you got it from here, and that's going to end. There's no way. I'm not going to talk about going and seeing someone after that. That's a different story. So in this case, you go over there and you have to be like a wild beast. You can't be gentle. I'm not going to shoot that guy. I'm just going to let him go. He's going to shoot you. It's either or. And then remember, you stay over there wherever you fight. You know that some people can shoot you at any point, can blow you up, can attack you, can take you prisoner, and can hurt you. Then you hear kind of stories from home. Those guys are bombarding your village or your town or your whatever, and then you stay over there and don't have enough food. You're cold. You're dirty. You that's another thing. And then you go and you fight. You're tired. You're stressed. You're afraid. You're scared. So all these things play on your brain. So that's why I don't buy it. Oh, it's only one side. The Russians, oh, no, the Ukrainians, nah. Or the Americans, ooh, nah. It's just a matter of someone bringing the evidence if he's allowed to bring it. And sometimes you have to get a investigator, a journalist. Like, I'm going to give you the clearest example. For instance, of America. I can give you two if you want. And if you don't want, I'm going to give it to you anyway. The first one is the My Lai massacre, perpetrated by the American forces in Vietnam. I think it was 1968. My Lai, and then Seymour Hersh came with that, broke that news, and got Pulitzer Prize and all that, which for me nowadays means zero, because I saw what quality of people got Pulitzer Prize, and I'm like, really, that guy? All right, he's a hack. He's an activist. What the hell is that? Journalist. There's not the role of a journalist to be a hack, to be a... Anyway, that's a different story. And the other one I can give you, for instance, if you remember how certain people were shot on the spot by the Americans when they liberated a camp, a I was about to say a summer camp, Jesus Christ. A concentration camp, German concentration camp, a Second World War. I think it was somewhere, I can't remember exactly where it was, when they liberated and they killed the guys on the spot. I think that's still pictures online. I don't know if there's the video as well. That's a war crime right there. On the spot, they killed the guards. So just to mention it, everybody does it, and so on. Now we have here an article. I picked it not because it comes from whomever that but you're gonna see when I'm gonna start reading it. So this article comes from Time, is from March 13th, 2023, today, Monday, and I'm quoting, "This war made him a monster," end quote. "Ukrainian women fear the return of their partners." Now, can you guess why? They're not coming from a party, so they're coming from a war zone where their mental abilities were impaired in such a way that they could act differently. And you think if they act home differently, how do you think they would act on the front? A domestic violence survivor and her child walk across a bridge during an excursion outside of Lviv, organized by the Center for Women's Perspective. So this is, as I said, turned him into a monster, and they said that he does sometimes recognize her, sometimes he didn't recognize her. She woke up with him trying to kill her. She said that he wants to kill her because she is the enemy. So this is the result of, not general result. This is, I would say, a pathological case, when the person comes really affected. Now, before that person came home, how do you think he was on the front? Oh, we got here some people that tried to kill me about 5 minutes ago. Let me take my Geneva Convention booklet. Can you kill them on the spot? Niet. All right, next one. Take it easy, man. Relax. Can you hang them on the spot? Niet. How do you think they are? Oh, everybody's going to be, wait. Ivan is going to look over the Geneva Convention. All right, prisoners of war. Do you think that's going to be? I'm not condoning these things. I'm just trying to make a point. When you hear these guys telling you over and over again that we have a perfect army, whichever that might be, in this case is the Ukrainian army, and an evil army, tomorrow might be the other way around. If the Russians become our female dogs, our being the elite female dog, and they can rape them whenever they want, taking their resources, and they control their nuclear arsenal, and they have the politicians in their pocket, then you will see that Russia becomes a funny, weird friend of ours, like it was under the what's his name, Boris Yeltsin's time. Not under Putin, because Putin did not agree with that. He said, "I'm Russian, goddammit. My life has value." So anyway, this is what happens in many, many cases. And it doesn't have to happen with everyone. But imagine you have over there, let's say, 1 million fighters, about. That's how much the Ukrainians had. Let's say 900,000, 800,000. How from 100 people, what do you think is the percentage for some people to react? I would say 90 to react, like in circumstances. Wait, no, I don't think so. But hey, if you are in active combat, I'm not talking about the person who gives food. Here it is at the military base, or the guy who drives a truck. Come on, baby doll, we're almost there. Things like this. Not those guys. The guys are really, really there, because those are the ones who are prone to snap. Not that kind of snap. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. So be a little bit more, mindful about us as humans under circumstances. See you later.